The Stunning Styles event is coming up in Pokemon Go and it offers a free mythical Pokemon. And by the end of this video, you'll know everything the event has to offer and the best tips to help you make the most of it. So the event runs from April 3rd at 10 AM until the 7th at 8 PM local time. But what exactly does this event have to offer? Well, the next part of the time-gated Might and Mastery special research will become available, and you will be able to earn golden raspberries, some more Cubfru candy, and encounters with event-themed Pokemon. Not only that, but there will be a free special research available titled A Striking Shadow, and you will be able to earn an encounter with Marshadow. However, if you have already accessed the Pokemon Go Fest 2024 special research that rewards Marshadow, then this new Striking Shadow special research will get you Marshadow candy instead of another Marshadow encounter. It is worth noting that this is special research, so it won't expire, so you can complete it at your own pace. Now for the bonuses, you will get 2x catch XP, and you'll have an increased chance to encounter shiny West Sea Shellos and shiny East Sea Shellos in their respective regions. And there are some other bonuses available as well that can be unlocked during this event, but more on these later. And we do have a new Pokemon debut during this event, well, a new variant to be exact. Paldean Tauros in all of its forms will be available for the first time. The Combat breed will be available in the Iberian Peninsula, the Blaze breed will be available in the Eastern Hemisphere, and the Aqua breed will be available in the Western Hemisphere. And I will be going through the differences between these variants and how good they will be in Pokemon Go later on, so stay tuned for that. In the wild for the event, we do have Cast Form in all of its forms, and we have the 3 forms of Burmy as well. Worth noting that Cast Form will appear more frequently in their respective weather conditions. For the raids, in 1-star raids we have West Sea Shellos in the Western Hemisphere, East Sea Shellos in the Eastern Hemisphere, Esper and Rockruff. In 3-star raids will be Combat breed Paldean Tauros in the Iberian Peninsula, Blaze breed Paldean Tauros in the Eastern Hemisphere, Aqua breed Paldean Tauros in the Western Hemisphere, Decidueye and Hisuian Decidueye. In 5-star raids will be Tapu Lele, in Mega raids will be Mega Blaziken, and in 5-star shadow raids on Saturdays and Sundays only will be Shadow Registeel. And in max battles we will have Max Squirtle, Krabby, Chansey, Scorbunny and Squovette. Event themed encounters will be in field research and Pokestop showcases will be available. There will also be a free timed research rewarding 10 Cubfru candy, encounters with Clamperl, Esper and Morpeko, and if you do complete this research you will actually get some additional bonuses for the duration of the event. You will get 1 additional regular candy and an increased chance for Candy XL when successfully catching a Pokemon. So as you can imagine, completing this timed research as early into the event as you possibly can will benefit you the most. You do also have the option of purchasing a $2 ticket that will get you 4 premium battle passes, 1 lucky egg, 1 star piece, and encounters with Esper and West and East Sea Shellos. You can also buy this ticket for the same price on the Pokemon Go web store, and you will receive 3 bonus max revives from this as well. And this isn't everything. There will actually be 2 other events going on during the Stunning Styles event. Firstly, on Saturday the 5th between 2 PM and 5 PM local time will be the debut of Mega Ordino in its own raid day. This event will offer 5 free raid passes, an increase in the remote raid limit to 20, and Ordino will have a 1 in 10 shiny rate. And then the next day on the 6th between 2 PM and 5 PM local time will be Tyrogue Hatch Day, where you will have an increased chance of receiving 2km eggs from Pokestops that will contain Tyrogue that will have a 1 in 10 shiny rate. So these events will be worth it if you want these shinies in particular. Worth noting that Tyrogue does have 3 evolutions as well, so you might want a few shinies so you can evolve Tyrogue into each of these. And I will be going into these events in more detail in another video, so keep an eye on the channel for that. But one of the best parts of these additional events is that the remote raid limit will increase to 20 from April 4th at 5 PM until April 5th at 8 PM PDT. So during this time you will be able to raid any of the raid Pokemon that feature during the Stunning Styles event. So this will help you get those regional Pokemon from other regions via remote raids. Now for the event Pokemon featured for the Stunning Styles event, which are most worth focusing on? Well, unfortunately the wild Pokemon during this event don't really have much meta relevance, and they don't have boosted shiny rates either. So unless you need them for the Pokedex or your grinding catches for XP or Stardust, it isn't really worth focusing on these. The raid Pokemon however are a little bit more interesting. In 1-star raids will be the Shellos in each of their regions, and as I said before, they will have boosted shiny rates, so worth raiding them if you want their shinies. And remember, you can remote raid the one that isn't in your region if you need it. Rockruff will be available, and whilst not meta relevant, it is another one for the shiny hunters, and you do have a chance to get Rockruff that can evolve into the Dusk form of Lycanroc. Now for Paldean Tauros, each of the 3 variants have the same max CP of 3207 and the same stats of 210 attack, 193 defense and 181 HP. However, it is the typing of them that set them apart from each other. The Combat breed is a pure fighting type, the Blaze breed is a fighting fire type, and the Aqua breed is a fighting and water type. This means that whilst all 3 are boosted in cloudy weather, the Blaze breed is also boosted in sunny weather and the Aqua breed is boosted in rainy weather. And as far as how good these Pokemon will be in Pokemon Go, at the time of this this recording, we don't actually know what the movesets for each of these variants will be, so we will most likely have to wait until the event goes live or a couple of days before to get this information. Worth noting that while these Pokemon are regional, they are in raids, so they can be remote raided. I would recommend remote raiding to get at least one of each of these, because it's possible they won't be in raids when they return to the game, so you won't be able to pick them up remotely. And there is another reason why this Pokemon is really useful to pick up, and that is for the Pokedex. The Cantonian Tauros is a regional Pokemon that is normally exclusive to North America, and whilst there have been events in the past where Tauros has become available globally, these events are few and far between, and for those that missed out on those events or those that are newer players, picking up a Paldean Tauros will be super helpful for filling out that Pokedex slot. We do also have both Decidueye in 3-star raids, and curiously the regular Decidueye has been marked as shiny eligible, which is usually not the case for final stage evolutions unless they have mega forms. So that is either really interesting or it's a mistake. And as far as meta relevance, the Alolan Decidueye is ranked 83 in the Ultra League with 0, 14, 13 IVs, and the Hisuian Decidueye is actually a decent budget fighting type where it is ranked 17th best overall. You can also get an encounter with Morpeko from the free timed research, and this one is well worth picking up because it is the 10th best Pokemon in the Great League with 1, 15, 15 IVs. It's also very useful against Giovanni and Team Rocket in general because it can keep them stun locked. For the 5-star raids we have Tapu Lele, and it is the 6th best fairy type attacker with Confusion and legacy move Nature's Madness, which it will have when caught from these raids. And not only that, but it is a very strong Pokemon in the Master League where it is ranked 4. So for the Master League in particular, this is a good one to raid. Mega Blaziken is also a great one to raid if you haven't Mega evolved a Blaziken before, because it is the 2nd best fire type attacker overall with Fire Spin and legacy move Blast Burn. It does however have the highest DPS of the fire type attackers, but it does lack bulk, which does allow Mega Charizard Y to take the top spot. And as a fighting type attacker, Mega Blaziken is 4th best overall. For Shadow Registeel, it is relevant in Go Battle League where it is at its best in the Ultra League, being ranked 78 with 6, 11, 15 IVs. However, it is just better in its non-shadow form where it is ranked 81 in the Great League with 2, 13, 14 IVs, and it's ranked 19 in the Ultra League. And to battle Shadow Registeel, unless you have a lot of players to raid with, then I would recommend making sure you have Purified Gems ready to go. You can get these by combining 4 Shadow Shards that you get from Team Go Rocket Grunts, Leaders, Giovanni, and Shadow Raids. You can carry 10 Purified Gems at a time, but you can only use 5 per raid. And you do need to use a total of 8 Purified Gems to subdue a raid boss once it enrages, so it will require a second trainer to help you do this. And briefly for the Max Battle Pokemon, Max Squirtle will be worth it for the candy for G-Max Blastoise with it being a decent tank. But even if you don't have access to the G-Max form, Max Blastoise itself is a good tank to have, especially as it has access to Bite and Water Gun as fast attacks. Max Krabby again will be worth battling for candy for G-Max Kingler if you have it, because it is the best water type attacker at the moment for max battles. Max Chansey is worth picking up because Max Blissey will be a really strong general healer and tank, especially as it does have access to Pound, so it is going to be well worth investing in. With Max Blissey being so strong in these roles, it does seem like it will be a staple for a lot of teams alongside a main attacker that you swap into during the Dynamax phase. Blissey is also the best gym defender as well. And while Max Scorbunny doesn't have much relevance, Cinderace does have a G-Max form coming in the future, which will be the best fire type attacker for max battles. Max Squovet is also a little bit slept on because Max Greedent has a really good HP stat, so it makes for a great budget healer. But with that said, what are the best counters for Tapu Lele and Mega Blaziken? Starting with Tapu Lele, it does have a raid TP of 50,112, and the 100% IVs are 1996 and 2496 boosted in windy or cloudy weather. It is a psychic and fairy type, and therefore it is weak to poison, ghost, and steel type attacks. The best counters are Duskmane Necrozma, Dawnwings Necrozma, Shadow Metagross, Mega Gengar, Metagross, Mega Banette, Shadow Mewtwo, Shadow Chandelure, Mega Rayquaza, and Shadow Excadrill. And for budget options which are generally easier to obtain and to power up, I would recommend Metagross, Chandelure, Overquill, Gengar, Dalmise, and Hisuian Typhlosion. This raid can be duoed with the best counters at high levels, but generally I would recommend 3+ trainers. You also have around a 4% chance to get an encounter with Tapu Lele from Go Battle League win rewards if you are ranked 20 or higher. For Mega Blaziken, it has a raid TP of 44,147, and the 100% IVs for Blaziken are 16, 27, and 20, 34 boosted in cloudy and sunny weather. Mega Blaziken is a fire and fighting type, and therefore it is weak to flying, ground, water, and psychic type attacks. The best counters are Mega Rayquaza, Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon, Shadow Mewtwo, Rayquaza, Shadow Salamence, Mega Swampert, Mega Latios, Shadow Kyogre, and Mega Garchomp. And for budget counters, I would recommend Salamence, Primarina, Garchomp, Swampert, Feraligatr, and Samurott. This raid can be soloed with the best counters at high levels, otherwise I would take a second trainer and party up to make the raid easier. It will take 200 Mega Energy to Mega Evolve a Blaziken for the first time, but afterwards you can then walk any of your Torchic, Combusken, or Blaziken to get more Mega Energy. And for the Pokemon that you do choose to focus on, how can you maximize on candy for them? Firstly, I do highly recommend getting through the timed research, because upon completion you will be getting 1 additional candy and an increased Candy XL chance from catching any Pokemon, and this will last for the duration of the event. And you can always pair these bonuses with Pinap Berries as well to increase your candy gains, and you can Mega Evolve a Pokemon that shares a type with the Pokemon you want more candy on to get more candy, Candy XL, and XP per catch. However, as this event is a bit of a mixed bag in terms of types, there isn't a specific Mega Evolution that can cover all of them. Generally though, if you are going to be raiding during the event, then I would recommend having anything Mega Evolved, even if it doesn't specifically share a type with anything, because raid caught Pokemon will get bonus candy when caught, even if the Mega Evolved Pokemon doesn't share a type. However, if you do want more Candy XL, you will need to have a Pokemon Mega Evolved that shares a type. And remember to Mega Evolve a Pokemon that is at the max Mega level so you can get more candy, XP, and chance for Candy XL. And trading is also a great way to get extra candy depending on the distance between the two Pokemon traded. 10 kilometers or below will get you 1 candy and a 10% chance for Candy XL. Between 10 kilometers and 99.9 kilometers, you'll get 2 candy and a 25% chance for Candy XL. And if the distance is over 100 kilometers, you'll get 3 candy and a guaranteed Candy XL. And remember, you do get a guaranteed XL candy per trade this season because of the seasonal bonus. So it's a good time to be trading and working on your Platinum Gentleman and Pilot medals. Worth noting though that this guaranteed XL candy you get from the seasonal bonus does overwrite the one you get from regular trading. So you won't be able to get 2 XL candy from one trade, you will still only be able to get 1. And if you are going to be doing any 5-star raids, I would recommend doing so during raid hour, because if you complete a raid during raid hour, you will get a guaranteed Rare Candy XL upon completion. And if you didn't know, Rare Candy XL can be turned into XL candy for any Pokemon of your choice. So it is a very important item to have. And this is probably the most accessible it has been in the game so far. And doing some of these 5-star raids will also help you with your Platinum Rising Star and Battle Legend medals. And for Tapu Lele in particular, it does have a raid hour at 6 PM on the 2nd, which is the day before this event starts. So if you want to raid Tapu Lele, this will be the best time to do it. You will also get more candy by increasing the amount of Pokemon you catch in a given time. So methods like quick catching, having catch assist from your buddy, and utilizing Origin Palkia's spatial rend adventure effect to increase encounter radius can all help you get more catches. And as well as candy, you can also get an increased amount of XP during this event, and that is because of the 2x catch XP bonus. Pairing this with a lucky egg will get you 4x catch XP for over 4,000 XP per catch. So this event isn't a bad one to be grinding XP. However, if you don't have many lucky eggs, or you are a free to play player, or you just don't want to purchase any more lucky eggs, I would hold on to the ones that you've got for now and keep them for a 3x catch XP community day. This will allow you to get the most value out of your lucky eggs. And luckily, the community day for April on the 27th will actually have the 3x catch XP bonus, so this will be a great event to play to use your lucky eggs and get loads of XP. During the Stunning Styles event though, you can access Pokestop showcases that will get you a bit of Stardust and XP just for taking part, and winning them can get you premium items like lucky eggs and star pieces that you can use to get more XP and Stardust later down the line. With that said though, if you did enjoy this video, then I recommend checking out this video where I go through the best Pokemon to power up in Pokemon Go.